Hello, this is John, host of Mgtow is Freedom. I want to thank all of you guys, all of you, for watching this channel, for sharing your ideas, for subscribing, for making Mgtow what it is. You know, it's really been a movement that I've watched grow, and I'm just a teeny little part of it. But, you know, I like to think that I'm contributing the same as I like to think and believe that everyone here is contributing. And it is growing. But, you know, it's the ideas about men, what we need, what life is about, that makes this movement or this philosophy happen. And there's no real one way that Mgtow works. You know, we're all going our own way and deciding what works best. Where there's collusion amongst us is in taking an idea and developing it and then proving it out, and taking a look at the world we live in and seeing if it's really what it is that men want. And one of the ideas that occurred to me today is that Christmas used to be about celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. And then somewhere along the line, this notion of Santa Claus and giving gifts really took off. It basically went viral before there was social media. There was this idea that everyone got sold on, and that's that you need to give presents. You know, that Christmas was about Santa Claus, and it got really commercialized. People were sold on the idea that that's how it worked, and so they started behaving that way. I started thinking, now, is there an application on that for Mgtow? You know, well, one of the things that I see is that, well, there's definitely a reason for Mgtow. But what was the trick? What were men sold on that tore us away from the way it was? Fucked the whole world up and then caused something like Mgtow to have to be created to solve the problem. What men got sold on was the idea, the notion that we need women. Now, having friends as a man is fantastic. You get everything you want from your guy friends, except a domestic servant, a sex toy, and someone to make babies for you. But we were sold on some idea. Something got in men's heads. Now, I do know that when prostitution was made into a bad thing, in order to get sex, men had to start marrying women. I don't think it was an instantaneous event that occurred there, though. I think there was a good deal of commercialization, of selling that happened. And what I mean by that is men started hearing things. They were shamed into things, right? But let's just look at the nice sales side. So let's just say a family or women noticed a man and he was single, a family member, he's single. So what they would tell him is how unhappy he was. Right? They would say, oh geez, you're not married. That's terrible. You need a woman to put your life together. You need a woman so that you can share things with. You need a woman because X, Y, Z. Men were told that they needed that. You have to have a woman to find happiness. Yeah, you're doing good now, but imagine how well you'll be doing when you have a woman. And that was sold to us. It was sold to me as I grew up. You know, what do you need? You need a woman to marry. You need a woman for happiness. Essentially, everything in your life, you know, we should strive for happiness, for success. And we as men were told that a woman will bring happiness. You know, and it used to be that women would do things for you. She'll cook, she'll clean, she'll give you sex, right? She'll be good for your social standing. All of those positive attributes, right? And then just boil it right down to happiness. But what did we really get for our efforts through this process that saw the concept, the birth, the expansion, and then the domination of our world of feminism? right? Gynocentrism. What did we really get for it? Happiness? Completeness? You know, I look at my life. I'm told I need a woman in order to be happy. But when you get a woman, what do you get? What do you really get for that woman? Do you get peace in your life and harmony? After 6 months in a relationship, look at the peace level you have. No, you don't. You don't get peace. You know, do you get harmony? Right? Those two words go together. Peace and harmony. No, your life is not harmonious, because with a feminist in your life, a feminist woman, you've got competition all the time, because she's the same as a man. She's just as good as a man. She's just as smart as a man. Her opinion really matters and counts, and she needs to be given the most consideration. You are never in a harmonious state in a relationship with a woman. Now, there can be times of harmony. She can be somewhat submissive, but is it more or less harmonious with someone else in your life, in your house, in your face? You know, I say it is less. If getting a woman is supposed to bring you satisfaction, why is the divorce rate so high? Why is the marriage rate so low? People don't want to get married. Why? Because they don't have peace and they don't have harmony. For those that do get married, why is the divorce rate so high? Because there is not harmony, there is not peace in the marriage. Why? And you might ask, why not? What has happened? What has changed? Apart from just saying, well, the introduction and domination of feminism, right? And gynocentrism, women wanting to be the center of all things. We can examine it based on what we were told we as men would get out of marriage. We were told that your house, right, will be in order. We were sold that bill of goods, that you need a woman in order to be complete. Right? Why do you need that? What is this idea of completeness that comes? Well, I think it's all a big sales pitch, is what I think. It's a giant sales pitch. And it was designed to get men to continue to marry women, even though women became less and less attractive